Yes, peace. How's everybody doing? This is your brother, Yeshaya Israel. It's about 11:10 a.m. For those who do know, I had to sit there and make my exit out the city for a couple of hours just to sit there and get some things together mentally. No, nothing negative, just mentally. We read in the scriptures about the trees. We read about the forest. We read about vegetation and things of that kind of nature. So, when you're in the city, living in it, sleeping in it, working in it, traveling in it, it's not the same kind of thing. I lay down when I go to sleep. I sit most times at my job. And then if I go to the movie, I'm still sitting in there in darkness. So wanting to be around some light, wanting to be around some fresher air, and so forth and so on is needed. It's necessary. It helps. It's going to be a little hotter today than it is right now. When the sun is there, you can use it for vitamin D, which is necessary for your health and things of that kind of nature. Staying cramped up in the city is not good. Now, I'm not trying to say one must do each and every single thing as someone else does. What I'm saying is that everybody needs to get out and get away. You understand, looking at it in that particular case. So it's what it is. Change the scenery, as the saying goes, or something of that kind of nature is important. And I want to, not to get too personal, do this more often in my life. You know, taking a bus and leaving out of Manhattan, leaving out of New York City, you kind of feel that for me, kind of feel that relief, like finally, like sheesh, you know, I've been waiting for this. When you find people, airports, airplanes, the busiest time for them, correct me if I'm wrong, is Thursday evening, Friday, and certainly on so-called Saturday. Why? Because people are traveling left and right to get quote away for the weekend. You understand? That is their peak time, if you will. Just the same. Long Island Railroad, for those who do know. New Jersey Transit, for those who do know. New York City Transit, for those who do know. Their peak time, their busiest time is in the 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. hours of weekdays, and so forth and so on. Why? Because most people are traveling to sit there and get somewhere. You have it in office buildings where they use trees in it and plants in it and flowers in it and everything of that kind of sort, because they want to sit there and bring that country, to bring that field kind of matter into one circumference. And this is why personally I don't understand, and this is just me, why would somebody, unless you just had to, just want to, quote, live close to your job like that kind of thing? You're going to move from a place where there's a front yard and a backyard to go to a brownstone just to be closer to your job. What is the difference between that and the people that was in slavery that had the slave quarters, and then you go right outside the wooden door into the matter of just the field right there? You understand? Traveling is healthy. You understand? In that particular case, the scriptures speak about it. It speaks about for persons on a long journey. So get your passports, get these things accomplished. For those who do know, by May of next year, 2025, they're talking about a real ID where you're going to have to get it to go from state to state, and it doesn't hurt to get it. You understand? So just want to sit there and state that I needed these couple of hours. Thankful to the one who created what I'm looking at to be able to sit there and state, just need to, quote, get away in that particular manner. You have it to where in New York City, they got what they call botanical gardens, where you see the trees, the leaves, the plants, the garden kind of field looking kind of thing. And people go there to get, for the lack of a better term, that southern field kind of thing. You got to pay for that. When you go to places like the Bronx Zoo and you breathe the air in there, it's different than when you go to Webster Avenue in the Bronx. Now, me being born in the Bronx, I'm not trying to sit there and knock it or anything of that sort. But the truth is, the air quality in, just say, the Bronx Zoo is better than the air quality you see on Webster Avenue. That's just the truth in that particular case. So I'm in a place called Bear Mountain. You might see the mountains and everything and say of that kind of sort. And it's definitely, you know, something that I hope more people will get into. Looks like, as it says, also the sun is coming out. It's still what they call March, not really the beginning of spring, but it's not brick cold. It's not where I need gloves. You understand? That kind of matter and so forth. So be well. Peace.